Hello, my friends, viewers, and followers. I'm so glad you tuned back in. Today, we are going to have a Q&A, and I hope you will enjoy this Q&A. I hope you also like my new hair. A little shorter. So, got screenshots of your questions. I'm going to answer them. So, let me see. I've got a question, it says here. What is the purpose of praying the rosary? I've been very spiritual with my questions, and you've managed to find right answers for each and every one. You truly are a woman of wisdom. God bless you. Well, thank you very, very much. There are different promises when you pray the rosary. The rosary has been given to us. God actually came to Saint Dominic and gave him the rosary prayer as it is today. So it is a meditation on Jesus's life through his mother, basically. So we are not adoring, we're not praying to the mother, to Mother Mary, but what we do is we take her hand, and she has been a part of Jesus's life all along, all the way through, until under the cross. So she was there the entire way. We take her hand and walk with her together. And it all points to Jesus, every single beat. And we meditate on the life of Christ, different aspects of the life of Christ. And so she's our meditation guide, if you want to say, and our helper to understand and get greater understanding. So we're not you know, having Mary that we pray to, though we have the rosary and we're meditating on Christ's life, and it's a very, very powerful prayer. Wars have been won, battles have been won, through the prayers. And, you know, it used to be in the medieval times when there were emergencies, great plagues, wars, that the doors of the churches would open and people would come in and pray and never cease praying. And that is believed, stopped a lot of the wars and helped. Miracle things happen in a great sense, in big events as well as in small and personal events. So the rosary prayer is very, very powerful. You can pray for somebody else and offer up a rosary, but you will also always, even if you pray for somebody else, benefit from it. It's not that you ever pray a rosary and be like, I wish I wouldn't have prayed. You always feel better. You always feel more at peace, even though it might be sometimes hard and boring. But, you know, that's also developing willpower and endurance. And yeah, meditation is sometimes difficult, especially if you have a lot going on in our lives. It's really difficult sometimes. So I hope you train out the rosary. You find videos on this channel where you can pray with me. There, I just changed the lighting a little bit. I hope that my feet are a little bit more bright now, because the one foot I've noticed was pretty dark. So I think that's better now. So I hope it fixed it. So next question. I know your feet aren't meant to be idolized or sexualized, but when it comes to having a foot fetish, is it fair to not want to use someone's feet as a gateway if they do similar works that you do? In other words, your fans use your feet as a gateway to God. However, I don't think they would like looking at your soles if they weren't attractive or good looking to them. So that being said, it is fair if somebody wants to find another person similar to you as a gateway. Yeah, but you have to, of course, why would I be the only person? For right now, I haven't found another person that is truly not only wanting to do my work, but also truly has the knowledge behind it. So the person that is in front of the camera and brings you feet is not that they're not tempted and falling away themselves because they fall into their own ego and desire, but they're actually doing the will of God, and they know what they're doing, and answering questions according to scriptures and not made up themselves or what they think, or taking, yeah, distorting teachings. So it's very difficult. It's find a good spiritual leader. It is very difficult. That is really genuine, you know. That's why we adore the saints, because they are like a light in the darkness, that we can follow their examples because they've been genuine. And so, yeah, it's very difficult. But of course, you can do that. And I encourage you, if you want to know more about it, as I say, and always said, if you want to know more about it, please watch the 3-part series on my channel. It's called Understanding Foot Fetish and the Divine Feminine. And although as of right now, the work that I'm doing is, I think I'm the only one doing it, but I don't know. I haven't checked. And I know that some people are trying to copy me, but they really don't have the ground themselves of being a stable Christian. So that is difficult. I mean, yeah, I hope they're not falling away and falling into temptation and doing things that they shouldn't. I don't know. Hey, just out of curiosity, if you don't mind, I was wondering, what do you do for a living? I think I answered this one. And I don't answer that. So, oh yeah, here. My queen, what are 5 words that best describe your personality? Okay, I haven't checked what the question was. So, 5 things. Let's see. Organized. Yeah, liking to have a control on things. So letting go of it and giving it up to God's will is really difficult for me too. I'm also very very orderly, so I like things in place. I like things clean. I would say I have a lot of empathy. And I love to help. So I think these are 5 things that describe me, like out of the top of my head right now. Miss Vatra, does giving you a message from God to the Foot Loving Community make you happy sometimes? If not, then what is? Making the videos is very hard to me. Honestly, it's hard. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. There's a lot of preparation that I have to do for the videos until I'm even done in the bathroom, got my makeup on and all these kind of things. It's not fun for me to prepare, especially the preparing part. The filming part is, to me, the easiest part. The preparation part, until I'm finally able to film, is, to me, the hardest thing. And no, it's not fun. I love to bring you God's word, but right now I have so much going on that I'm pretty much squeezing it in and trying to do my best to always get videos out there. But it's hard. It's tough. What makes me happy is to hear that I touch people's heart and that it does change people. And I love that I'm doing, work for God and bringing you God's message. That is something that I love. What I truly, truly love is my dogs. Spending time with my dogs. That's like the most fun time I think I have. And I also have the biggest struggle and the biggest growth because they challenge me to grow in personality, because I have big personality dogs. They're not like these dogs that you have on the side that just do everything and just follow you along, and it's a sidekick. No. I have really, all of my dogs are very demanding my attention, demanding my authority and growth in it. So, there's always a good part and maybe a challenging part. And that comes, I pretty much think, with everything. Even if you have a hobby, maybe learning a skill might not be that fun, and it might be hard, but once you can do it, it's fun. So, my queen, I have a question. Do you ever question about how your life would be like and worry that it might not be a good one? I think you got the wrong angle of thinking there. In what eyes would it be a bad one? Maybe what standard are you using? Maybe the standard of the world. I think I'm living a bad life. If I truly have the standard of the world of being conformed to the world, I'm pretty much living a bad life. I have a lot of adversities. I like my look to be natural. I'm not fitting the beauty standard of customizing everything about me. I even have natural hair color now, and my gray is coming through. I have no nail polish on today. Sometimes I do, but most I don't. Most of the time I don't wear makeup. I don't have a lot of money, not a lot of luxury. I'm not living the life of having a lot of material things. So in that sense, if you take the standard from that direction, from the world's view, I'm sure I'm not living the good life. But if you then have the point of view, like the God's point of view, doing God's will and changing lives and, living for God, then I'm having a good life. I think so, because I really want God's will to be done, even though it's sometimes hard and, it's not the easiest thing. So I'm not thinking that I'm having a bad life. Of course, it's very tempting, and I'm just like you, wishing I would have this or that, or would be living on maybe a Caribbean island and just having a house and a car and luxuries and traveling and know what. Yeah, but if I don't know if I had a purpose then, see? And that would maybe make my life poorer than what I'm living now. I've been doing this for years, bringing into a niche God's message. No one brings it there. No one really comes and puts in the effort, and I had to chug through really hard times of haters, commenters, trolls, not only from feed people, but also from Christians. So you would think they would fight on my side, but they don't. So I think I'm living God's intended life for me right now. And I hope, of course, that I see more and I see blessings. Of course, I always wish for that. But what is more important is really that I gain precious things for the afterlife. Crowns and jewels and all these kind of things for the everlasting life. And you do only that by sometimes giving up comfort in this life. This life is a very short-lived life. I live my life for the next life. Although, of course, I want my life to be nice. But whoever, no matter how you live, you will face trouble, you will face challenges. I just don't know how I would cope and handle those challenges if I didn't have God. I think it would be desperate. I think it would be frustrating. I think it would be depressive and meaningless. So, in the sense, do I live a meaningful life? I live a meaningful life. I believe that. And I surrender it all to God. I hope that answered your question. Okay. What is the average time your viewers watch your videos? I know it depends on the length of the video. I have no idea. I can look into the account right now. I hope it will give me the statistics. I seriously don't know. So, view more analytics. I don't know. I'm not very familiar to that. I really don't look much into it. There. Average view duration. I think on my last video, so I think on the last video I have 51 seconds. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. It's just an average. So some people just click through the channel anyway. Let's see. On the carnival, for example, it won't tell me. Analytics. Watch time is 1,500K in hours, and it says here about the same as usual. So yeah, I don't know how to look for anything further. Okay. Anyway, I hope that answered also your question. I'm not really familiar to the analytics. I'm really not going into it. I'm really just leaving it all to God. I'm not doing much, you know, to improve basically the views things on purpose or anything. I'm doing the videos. So I think that was the last question. I don't think I have received another one. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this Q&A video. And afterwards there will be a special coming up. I believe we are starting a novena on, I think, March the 20th. So look out for it. We are starting a novena. And an interesting one, we are starting the novena to the feet of Jesus. So I hope you will enjoy this. It's a preparation for Easter. We're doing it right before Easter, so preparing our hearts for it. God bless you, and I see you for the next video.